Boy, I hope y'all ready for this one. Listen, did you know that only 40% of the black men that go to college actually complete their college degree? Man, listen to me, young king. It's saying 60%, 6 out of 10 are saying, man, forget it. I quit. They tapping out. Why do I say that? Because for some of us, like I mentioned in the previous video, when we get tired, we use that as a license to quit. Man, it's hard. I don't want to do it no more. I get it. The system may be set up against you. I get it. I get it, because we can look at the incarceration rates, right? We can look at that and we can see, like, for real, like we being targeted, right? By the system. We are. I get it. But that's not an excuse for you to quit. Listen to me, young king. Stop quitting. And what's crazy, when I look at some of those numbers from, like, statistically speaking, from the incarceration rates, catch this. It says 1 out of every 5 black men born in 2001 are likely to experience imprisonment within their lifetime. 1 out of every 5. 2001 on up. Listen, 1 out of 5. The other thing I saw, it says that black youth are nearly 5 times to be incarcerated in the juvenile justice system than their white peers. 5 times. The system, I get it. It's flawed. I get it. You're being picked on. I get it. But that's not a reason for you to quit. I need for you to control what you can control, and those are the controllables. You can control how you respond to a situation. You can control, like, when I get caught up. If I end up being one of those 1 out of 5 black men that are incarcerated, and maybe I was wrong, just like in the movie The Green Mile, John Coffey. Maybe I was falsely accused. In the case of Emmett Till, there's so many different examples. That doesn't give me the right to quit. And so quitting says I'm not standing up for myself anymore. Quitting says I lose dignity for myself. I just act a fool. Quitting says I'm going to go ahead and retaliate in the wrong way. That's quitting. And I'm saying to you, you bigger than that. You better than that. And I'm challenging you to defy the odds, young king. Defy the odds. You know, the worst part about being incarcerated isn't necessarily the disproportionate rate of incarcerations for black males. What's worse is this. It says that 5 years after the release from prison, black offenders had the highest recidivism rate. What does that mean? It's saying that they're more likely to end up going back to returning. The return rate is higher. It's at 81%. 81% of those who are incarcerated, they're released from prison 5 years later, they go back. Why? Because they had quit. This ain't about college. This ain't about prison. This is about us talking about a habit of quitting, the poor habit of quitting. Stop, man. Stop tapping out. Whatever got you hemmed up, let's work on that. If it's a system thing and that's tugging on you, maybe you the one supposed to be going into politics to help change some of those laws. Maybe you're supposed to be one of the community activists, right? Maybe you're supposed to be an attorney so you can help other young black men or men of color, or whoever it may be that may be discriminated against, help defend them and keep them from going into unfair situations. Just maybe. But you'll never get to that place if you quit. I know it may look easy. Michael Jordan said, maybe it's my fault. Maybe it's my fault. Maybe I destroyed the game. Maybe I made it look so easy. He said, or maybe you're just making excuses. If you want it to be effortless, you're going to have to work at it. And that means you can't quit. You got to keep working at it. You want a better attitude? Keep working at it. You want a better presentation of yourself? Keep working at it. You want to communicate to where people can understand you, where people can be there to support you, where you can be heard? Keep working at communicating. But you cannot get what you want in this lifetime if you quit. I told you, you are a winner. But But winning is a choice. So whatever you do, do